you want to win your first race in F-Zero 99. Well, me too. So let's take a look at everything the game has to offer, as well as some helpful tips and tricks so you can do better in your matches. The first thing you're going to need to do is select your vehicle. There are 4 types, and each of them have their own set of strengths and weaknesses. The Blue Falcon is the most evenly balanced of your vehicle options. It fares decently well in all areas, but it doesn't really exceed in any of them. It's the best vehicle option if you're looking for something more well-rounded. The Golden Fox has fantastic recovery, but its durability is average and its grip is easily the lowest of the 4 vehicles. It's great if you're looking to stay at top speeds as much as possible, but just know you're going to be susceptible to crashing out. The Wild Goose has the highest durability of any vehicle, and its grip is also pretty good, although it easily has the lowest recovery of the 4. It's a great option if you want to conserve energy during the race, or if you want to play more aggressively, it'll definitely help you ruffle some feathers out there on the track. Get it? Wild Goose? Ruffle some feathers? Wild Goose. Last is the Fire Stingray, which has the highest grip and max speed. Its recovery isn't the greatest, but if you're able to maintain that speed throughout the race, you're going to find yourself at the front of the pack more often than not, and your victory is going to sting for your competitors. Get it? Once you've selected your vehicle, let's jump into a race. After voting on a course, you'll find yourself on the racetrack with 98 other players, with your goal, of course, to be the one who comes out on top. But how do you win? Let's take a look at some useful tips. First, you'll need to get a good starting boost. If you press too early, you'll burn out your engine, but if you wait until just before the word go appears, you'll launch ahead a bit, giving you a great start to your race. Recharge strips charge your power meter whenever you drive over them, so using them wisely is key to your performance in races. While you can drive over them at full speed, if your power levels are low, don't be afraid to slow down and get more. Maybe don't come to a complete stop, but hey, I'm not going to get in your way. The spin attack is great as both an offensive and defensive move. It recharges every few seconds, or after going over a jump plate. It's a great way to do a bit of extra damage to vehicles around you, and if you're low on power, you can use it to make yourself temporarily invulnerable to attacks from others. Keep an eye out for super sparks on the road. These appear when racers collide with one another, and you can also get some by hitting a golden bumper, which will give you a lot of them at once. You'll want to collect as many as you can, because filling up your super boost meter is what gives you access to the Skyway. The Skyway is your ticket to getting ahead of the pack, and how long it lasts will depend on how far back you are. Make sure you put thought into when you're using it though, as it can be good to either save it for a tougher part of the track or to get out of harm's way when you're low on power. It also won't drop you back onto the main track on a curve, so the transition back to the course goes smoothly. Okay, you can't just go into autopilot like that, at least pay attention. Before we move on to other modes, here are some things to keep in mind while racing. When you're taking extremely tight turns, don't be afraid to slow down by letting go of or tapping the accelerator. You can also use the L and R buttons that you usually use to slide to drift around these corners. Just make sure you don't go pinballing around like that, don't do that. Before a race starts, you'll be assigned 4 rivals of a similar skill level. For each one you beat in the race, you'll gain more points that go towards leveling up. When using a jump plate, you can hold up or down to change the distance you go, and holding down before you hit the ground will give you a smoother landing. Orange arrows indicate that someone is behind you, so make sure you're paying extra close attention when you're low on power so you don't get KO'd. Speaking of which, if you ever see another racer's vehicle smoking, go for a KO. KOing another racer will fully refill your power meter, as well as expand its max capacity. Look for smoking gray bumpers too, because if you KO one, it'll expand your power meter also. No free refills on this one though. Free refills? What am I doing, working at a movie theater? While the gray bumpers can increase your max power meter, they can damage you if you aren't careful. The ones you really gotta watch out for though are the red bumpers. They'll take a huge chunk out of your power meter if you bump into one. When you get eliminated from a race, there's a chance you could come back as a lucky bumper. Use this to bump into other racers coming your way and get some bonus points added to your final score. Speaking of final score, take a look at your stats at the end of the races, especially if you notice a little exclamation mark next to them. That means you've beaten some kind of personal record, like a fastest lap or best placement. And with that, congrats on finishing a race, but there's still a lot more that F-Zero 99 has to offer. There are a few special events currently available in the game, the first one being Pro Tracks. These races occur on the more challenging tracks the game has to offer. If you're a real good player, meaning you've gotten pretty comfortable with all the tracks, you could even try to jump your car across. Team battles split the racers into 2 teams, and you want to focus on damaging other players as well as your placement. Depending on a few parameters, the team with the most points wins. Oh, well, it was probably my teammates that did that. I think I did pretty good myself. Oh. Mini-Prix drops you into 3 consecutive races, where your goal is to place as high as you can in each race. If you crash or rank out at any point, you're out for good. Grand Prix consists of 5 consecutive races, and the same rules as the Mini-Prix generally apply here as well. Do your best to win races, but most importantly, stay alive for all 5 of them. Right now, the Knight and Queen Leagues are available, with King still on the way, but who knows? Maybe keep an eye out for some new modes. Seriously, keep an eye out and let me know. I have no idea if anything's coming. If you want to improve your racing, practice is a great place to go. You can replay any course you've unlocked, and you'll have the track entirely to yourself. You'll also be able to race against the ghosts of your best time with each vehicle, so go on and practice those tracks that are giving you trouble. I'm looking at you, Silence. Workshop is the place to be if you're looking for customization options. First, you can customize your vehicle, which allows you to change the color, decals, and boost. Go ahead and hover over things you haven't unlocked to see what criteria you need to meet to get them. Next, you can customize your pilot card. You can change the backdrop, badges, and borders. Your rivals are going to be quaking in their boots when they see you've crashed out more than 20 times. Third are the records. This is where you should go to look at your career stats, as well as your best times, rankings, and points on the tracks and prees you participated in. Finally, we have the leaderboards, where you can take a look at the best players or see how you stack up either against your friends or the rest of the world. You can also see where you rank in the different leagues. And that's everything there is to F-Zero 99. Hopefully one day I'll see you out on the racetrack, and maybe, like I eventually did, you'll get your first win. This is the wrong footage.